The Binapani Ashram, conceptualized by Manjushree Soren and her husband Professor Borka Soren in early 19th of the last century. After its registration as a public charitable trust, Professor Borka Soren made liberal donation which helped in the construction of the beautiful hostel building for the girls to stay and attend the school. The story began with Manjushree Soren's individual adventure of adopting 5 girls from very poor family, grooming them privately under her custody, sharing her earning with needy girls, continued for some time. And after the completion of the hostel building, more girls, mostly first generation learners, were approached by Manjushree to find accommodation in the newly built hostel. In March 1997, the organization reformed itself as a public charitable trust. The founder settler, Professor Borka Soren, invited first 3 trustees to run the institution, christened as Binapani Education and Welfare Trust. Today, the trust members include Dr. Shottobroto Bhattacharya as the chairman and the president, Vice President Srimati Gauri Kanungo, Srimati Manju Soren serving as the secretary, Dr. Shukla Bhattacharya serving as treasurer, and Jayashree Chaudhary, Bishwapriya Chattopadhyay, and Shivabroto Bhattacharya serving as trustee member. True to its founder's vision, the organization runs on public donation and corporate support. Dr. Bhattacharya, after his retirement from the government service, involved himself with firm commitment to increased infrastructural facilities of the institution. Through his personal contact, he constructed the school building, a medical facility, developed land for agricultural purposes, and along with increased the number of beneficiaries to over 60 by the first decade of the present century. Meanwhile, other trustees also involved them in teaching and imparting cultural practices in order to motivate the children to dream about better life for themselves through hard work and education. Dr. Shukla Bhattacharya, present trustee and treasurer of the trust, volunteered to look after the accounts and overall management of the hostel, including food processing, healthcare, and their education. Very lately, she almost single-handedly supervised the construction of the new annex hostel for primary girls over the health center. Dr. Jayashree Chaudhary, another trustee, is an efficient fundraiser. Through her network of acquaintances and relatives, she created a committed group of donors who support the noble cause of Binapani Ashram. It's all by this collective effort the trust organize and create a primary school, pre-primary school, tailoring and handicraft center, dental care, eye care, and nutrition program for poor children of the village run by the donors and from corporate support. In order to help girls in studies, there are more than 10 private teachers engaged, mostly for the secondary grade students who took after regular progress in learning by conducting and periodical tests. Besides the paid teachers, there are guest teachers who volunteer to teach the girls in different subjects without accepting any remuneration. Mr. Bishwapriya Chattopadhyay, a trustee, Dr. Shukla Bhattacharya, Dr. Runu Bhattacharya, and Dr. Rajyashree Patatunda all volunteered to teach the girls throughout the year by instructing the girls and taking their examination. Recently, the Binapani Trust Authority and associated teachers running the tailoring and handicraft center handed over the certificates to the village girls who successfully completed the 6-month duration schedule course. The topper girl received a new Usha brand sewing machine on behalf of the Binapani Ashram. From among the corporates, State Bank of India stands high among the rest because the leader, Bank of India, responded to the humble request of the trust to provide them with transport vehicle for convenience of the schoolgirls. The chief managing director of SBI Corporate Office, Mumbai, very promptly arranged the 41-seater Tata Make school bus for Binapani Ashram. The ashram remains ever grateful for such utility machine to receive such a gift from the SBI. Very recently, Binapani Ashram received liberal donation of rupees 4 lakhs from the world-renowned art historian Dr. Protapaditya Pal, a resident of the Los Angeles, USA, to establishing fine arts and ceramic model studies for the resident girls. The proposed training center may be formally inaugurated on the 1st of January 2025. Besides attending regular studies, the girls take regular training for Tagore songs and dances, and they also conduct monthly literal meetings on each full moon day. Further, yoga practice is systematically imparted to the girls for their overall good health. At present, the Binapani Ashram is run and managed by seven nominated trustees with assistance from good number of teachers and 15 non-teaching staff including the security. 3 hostel supervisors, Ms. Gitoshri Ghosh, Nupur Banerjee and Shoma Godai adds to the continuous support that the ashram gives to the girls for helping them to be enriched, educated and trained for a better life. Dr. Indobrato Bhattacharya, a retired professor from the BCKV, worked in close association with the trust in helping with agronomic and horticultural practices associated on the campus. He has been instrumental in developing the drip irrigation system, polyhouse development, and homestead agriculture and vegetable production to help and supplement the ashram daily needs of fruits and vegetables. Gardens, parks, and pathways constructed with local plants has been an initiative of the ashram to help the students to understand the importance of nature in nurturing our lives and involving them in the process of creating a better environment through this initiative. A number of activities taken by the Binapani Educational and Welfare Trust, namely the Binapani Ashram, has been an inspirational story and will continue to serve as a cornerstone for helping girls from first learning families to make an impact in the local economy. The ashram has been instrumental in disseminating education among the poor communities, particularly the vulnerable tribal communities of the locality in the Birbhum district of West Bengal. But nonetheless, their glare and inspiration has been spreading far and wide, and they are now having more students than they could actually process through their system. Citing an example of what could be done through an inspirational journey started by the lifelong dedication of a couple, Manjushree Soren and her husband Professor Borka Soren, that transformed life for many who deserve our help and support. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.